Oh, did you find 2 open graves on a hill? My poor little wayward teens. Soon, you will understand that your choices have consequences and that this rabbit hole goes deeper than you believed. This time, you just can't get away.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Descent into Madness Plays Too Close to Home. Things have just gotten so much more fun for me. All I had to do was take 3 little teenagers, lead them out into Halloween, and just put a little bit of bait on a line. Wanted to see what they would do if they were given the chance to see what a dead body looks like. And they've fallen right into my hands. It's so perfect. They went to a funeral home and they looked at a body that seemed almost invincible, but felt warm to the touch. It's obviously dead, but somehow it still looks as if it's that much alive. And then all I have to do is get them to read simple things and build their curiosity, and now I have these silly fools driving to a cabin believing that there are occult things. And now our dear cat has unfortunately seen what looks to be a dead daughter standing at the edge of the woods, but has now disappeared. I guess it's just the trick of the eye. We cut back to that moment where you see this little girl almost stand out from behind a tree and look at you with dead eyes before it disappears into a flash of lightning as you're driving as the cabin comes into view. How are you reacting to this?
I'm gonna play it off like I didn't see it, because I feel like they would have reacted if they saw it as well.
Can you give me a sanity roll, please?
For sure.
We're gonna see how well you play it off.
16.
Okay. You will still lose 1 point because you've seen what looks to be like a ghost. How much have you lost so far?
3.
I'm getting there. Anyways, you see this and the little girl just disappears and you try to keep it to yourself. If you both want to, you can give me psychology rolls if you would like.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Give me a psychology roll.
What?
She looks disturbed by something.
You look disturbed by something. I just thought I saw something, but I'm sure it's nothing.
You're sure? You seem anxious. You seem stressed.
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I mean, if you're stressed, I have cigarettes if you want.
Well, like, I shouldn't smoke because, like, you know, like, athlete, like, I'm trying to, like, not ruin my lungs, you know.
Okay. I mean, all you have to do is just say no. I mean, that's what the whole campaign's about anyways.
No.
More for me?
I might ask you later.
Are you smoking?
Not right now.
Okay. You guys get closer and closer to the cabin, and as you pull up, there looks to be, you see the cabin itself, but there's like a 2-meter high like fence around the cabin. Obviously Burroughs was private. He kept to himself mainly from what tall tales that you've heard about him. Obviously there have been stories that he's like a secret murderer or whatever it may be, and he's like chopping up bodies, like weird teenage tales about Burroughs. And as you approach to it, you see that there is a gate that looks to be closed, but if you were to open it, it would lead you further up the drive to the cabin itself. So what do you want to do as you pull up to the Porsche right at the gate?
Well, I mean, I'd like to take a look at the gate, see if there's, a little porthole to put a key in, or if not, jimmy the lock.
You definitely walk up to it and you see what looks to be the lock itself, but it looks unlocked, and it looks like somebody just left it hooked into the holder that it would have sat at.
I take the lock, put it in my pocket, and open the gate.
Yep. You open the gate.
Door's open.
Get in the car so we can drive further up the driveway.
Perfect.
Get in, you pull up.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet out here. It's so unnaturally quiet that you don't hear anything at all. You would have thought you would hear crickets or something, but it's just unnaturally quiet. As you get up closer to the cabin, you can see the windows now clearly. All the shades have been drawn. There's no light source coming from it. And now that you guys are out here further close to the forest, there's definitely no street lights, so it's dark. You can barely see anything.
Rock, paper, scissors for who goes up to the door.
I'm good with that.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's on you.
I'm gonna go up to the door.
You got this. I believe in you.
We all believe in you.
Thanks.
You're gonna be so good.
And
You
remember-
both sit huddled in the car as you watch her get out of the car and start to walk towards the door itself. No noise, no nothing. No one comes to greet you. It's just quiet.
I whispered to Danny, God, she looks so good. God, she's so hot.
We should have came up with like a code word of just like yell something if something were to happen.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
we should have said that.
You get up to the door as they have this discussion, and you try the lock, and you notice that it's locked. The door is not opening at all.
He's dead. I'm gonna kick the door down.
Okay. All right. I am going to need I'm gonna need a hard strength roll, please. So you're going to get under the middle number that's
Okay.
on your strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 3, so
You see her go up to the door, and she like jiggles the handle, and then you see her put her hands on her hips, and then she just, in one swift motion, just puts her foot right into the door as it just literally splinters into the cabin itself.
That is so cool.
That is so
As you do, there's some moonlight that is coming down from the full moon, and you can see as this door splinters by your foot, you look in and you see a living room of this cabin, and you see what looks to be like stacks of books. You've even knocked over one of the stacks because of how far you've kicked this door in perfectly. And it's weird. It's a lot of books, all stacked neatly in their individual places. If you would like to, can you give me an intelligence check, please?
59. I still succeed.
Okay. As you walk into the room, you do notice a light switch, and you're able to turn it on, and there are electrical lights, and everything turns on. And the amount of stacks of books is a lot more than what it looked like in the moonlight. And when you look at them, you think maybe it's messy or it looks cluttery, but it's not. Everything is perfectly stacked based on whatever topic it's about. You see some that are about black magic. You see some that are about the occult, Egyptology, things from Roman mythology, Greek mythology, lots of religious text. Everything is very methodically placed. The other thing you notice too as you step into the living room is that there's just this horrible smell that hits your nose. I'm gonna pause as you two are sitting in the car still, and you see her just walk into the cabin after just crushing the front door.
We should have came up with a code word.
Should've.
Yeah, it was really.
We goofed.
Yeah.
We gotta go after
Yeah,
her.
we should go.
Yeah, we gotta be.
In solidarity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's our code word, by the way?
Let's say the code word is, Party in the USA.
Party in the USA. Okay.
Okay. You both get out of the car. It's quiet as you walk up to the cabin. You don't hear her moving around, but as you step in, you see her standing, looking at all these books, like multiple stacks of books. If you both can give me an intelligence roll as well too.
Absolutely. I got 32, so below my half.
Okay.
It was
So hard success.
40 and a 0, so it'd be 40.
Yeah, that'd be 40. Did you succeed?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You notice the same thing as you step in and you see Katie looking at these books. They're all methodically placed by their category. It's the occult, Egyptology, just more specific things. And then you also notice another book. It's bound in yellow as it sits on a table. And it's written in Latin text that you don't have any idea of how to read. For some reason, it's almost like you hear a voice from it.
Is it speaking Latin?
It's singing something, but you can't make it out.
We have a code word if things get too bad.
Okay.
Party in the USA.
Of course.
I kind of want to go towards this book. Just see what it is. Books can't hurt you.
I've read some pretty rough novels that have emotionally scarred me. But yeah, you go. I'll watch.
Yeah, you go. We'll watch
Okay, cool. Rad.
We'll stand guard. We'll
from a
keep an
safe
eye out.
distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rad. I'd like to go towards the book.
Can you give me a power roll, please?
Yes. That is a 35, which is exactly my half.
Okay. It's Latin, is what they're singing in. And it gets louder and louder and louder as you get closer to it. And you see symbols drawn into the cover itself. It looks like a normal book, but as you start to open it and look at it, the text isn't Latin. It's something different. It's text you've never seen before. And it sings more and more. And for some reason, you can start to make it out, like as if a voice is telling you all you have to do is make a wish.
I close the book immediately and put it right back down. I would like to take a photo with it. A photo of the book.
You can after you make a sanity roll for me, please.
Okay. That is a 100.
Oh. I'm gonna roll a much heavier dice. Can you lose 2 points of sanity for me, please?
Yes.
I need a knowledge roll too. We're at a point where you have lost some.
I have 15, which is...
Oh, you comprehend it. You start to hear it more in your head about making a wish. What about the idea of making a wish to get the money you need? What if Burroughs was onto something? You become obsessed with it and you think maybe Burroughs has something else written or somewhere in this house about this. This could be the answer to all your problems, Danny.
Yeah. I want to see if there's a correlation between all these books. I know that they're all within a set. Is there like a book you said on Roman mythology? Is there possibly? Can I scour through some of the books to see if there's anything that has to do with a yellow book written in Latin in the Roman section?
Let me have you do a library use roll for me for this.
Okay.
Because you're looking through books and trying to scour this. You see him walk over to this book. He opens it, and almost as quickly you see him close the book, and then you just see him start to run over to the other books, and he starts just scouring through them. What are you two doing as this happens?
What are you looking for?
There is something that ties that it can tie all of this together. It can wrap everything up neatly, very quickly and efficient. Let's just help me with this, and we can make this work. We can make it right.
Okay, what
Okay.
do we need to do?
Okay, so that book over there is written in Latin, right? We need to figure out what that book is. What that book is, as soon as we can. I need to go make a call real quick, if that's all right. I need to make a
What do
call.
you need to call right now?
It's not important.
If it's not important, then
It's
why
not
are you
important.
calling?
Okay, so you may know someone that I'm involved with. His name is Mr. Winters. Listen, I'm gonna be quite honest. I've ran into a little bit of a hiccup with him. I think this book can get me out of a hole tonight. I'm in a very serious.
What's wrong?
Can I tell you everything once I get off the phone with him?
I don't know why you need to wait, but sure.
Okay. I would like to go outside and see if I have any reception and make a phone call.
Give me a luck roll.
All right. 76. That is not it.
No reception, no signal at all.
Dang it. All right.
What are you gonna do, Danny?
Oh man. Okay. So, I would like to come back in, through the door. I'm in some serious debt right now. Some very serious debt to Derek Winters, and I need $50,000 by the end of tonight, or bad things will happen. Not
50,000?
Yeah, 50,000. Things didn't go too well a couple of weeks ago, and I told him that I would be able to get him his money by the end of the month. And I've just been a little short. A lot short this month. A lot short. I'm 50,000, and you know, I didn't want to ask you. Katie, I'm sorry.
For what?
For the things that we said about things that I said back at the bar. I was trying to pry. I was gonna ask if you could just spot me a little bit of money. I'm good for it, you know it. But with this book, it's calling out to me right now, and it's saying that all it is to make one little wish. Before we get into something serious or something that we can't fix, let's see what we can do first before we start talking to a book.
Yeah, because what if it's tricking you?
Well, yeah,
Is there a limit on wishes? Is it like a genie thing?
I hear
or-
only one, all right? I hear only one, and there's one that I need today. I need a big one today.
Why didn't you say anything earlier?
I thought it would all work out. We would be able to like find something, or I would be able to get something, or you know, I could talk to you, Katie, because like, listen, you've got liquid, you've got stuff to move around, and I don't have that kind of
No,
stuff, and I'm not asking for leverage. I'm just asking
For
just-
$50,000?
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's nothing to you, but it means a lot to me, all right?
I don't know what you mean by that because I don't have $50,000 liquid right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Porsche outside is not worth $50,000. That's
When do you need it by? Tomorrow?
I need it fast, okay? I'm not saying that
So
we
I'm gonna go
liquid.
out and sell my Porsche, give you the money for it, and then I don't have a freaking car?
We'd be able to get it back. We would be able to get it back. I promise you, I have a plan. There's somebody I know in town that's really good with cars, all right? You sell him the car, we steal it back that night, but
You're digging yourself in a further hole, Danny.
yeah,
Give me a power roll, please, while they're talking.
I will fail.
The voice is getting louder in your head from the book, and you don't even notice as they're arguing. You walk over to it and you start to open it, and the voice starts to speak into your head. What if you could finally get what you've always wanted, Mandy? What if you could finally feel like yourself? Just make a wish. Burroughs found a way to do it. And almost instantly, you feel yourself close the book. You both, out of your peripherals, see this happen.
Did you make like a secret wish in your head or something?
No. I haven't done anything. I don't. No. But I don't know. I think it might be onto something.
what I'm saying is we can take a little bit of time to just look through this thing before we all come to like some wish, all right? I think we should at least know what we're getting into before I lock into it, okay?
Oh, so you get the wish.
No, and I'm not saying I can wish for more than
That's
that.
more
all
or
right?
less than what you're saying. Is you just want to use the wish for yourself
I'm-
because you got yourself in a really stupid situation.
Yeah, well, the invisible hand pushes me in certain directions. Sometimes there's a lot of things that I don't want to do. Do you think I want to sell drugs? Do you think I want to sell drugs to kids? I don't want to do that. I don't want to push drugs onto kids. But, sometimes you got to do some stuff that you don't want to in this world. All right? And it's very nice I'm having some rich, entitled, spoiled children tell me like how easy it is to just go make their own decisions. I'm trying here, all right? I am trying.
Hey, watch your mouth, dude. We're here trying to. We've been here for you the whole time.
Right.
We can leave anytime, and then you're on your own.
Okay. What would you wish for then?
That's not important right now. It doesn't matter.
Okay, Katie, what would you wish for right now? You guys know my secret. What about yours?
I don't have any secrets. I'm an open book.
So I guess nobody here would be opposed if I said that I needed the money. Is that what I'm
You can need the
understand-
money, but you got yourself into that situation, and now you're asking for us to bail you out.
I know.
Let's just see what else we can figure out, just to make sure that this is a legitimate thing and that we're not just condemning ourselves somewhere that we can't get out of. Let's just move on. I don't want to keep arguing.
Can I grab the book to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid?
You look towards the book, and it's not there anymore.
Great.
I need you and you to give me sanity rolls, please.
43.
Okay.
You don't lose any sanity. But it's weird. You don't see it anywhere. It's as if it was there, but it's not there anymore. You become obsessed with this idea of what Burroughs had looked into, that for some reason you almost start walking towards the back of the house, towards the rooms, while the rest of you, I didn't mention this, but it is, well, sorry, you two, I didn't mention this, but as you step in, even standing in the room, you smell this horrible, like, smell that's just filling the room, and it feels like it's coming from the kitchen itself.
What is it with this evening and horrible smells? Why can't I? What? How hard is it to smell something nice?
It's
in this town?
Halloween.
Well, I'm going towards the smell.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'll stay away from that.
I'm going towards this man.
Okay. You both make your way into what looks to be a kitchen, from what you can tell. It's a small kitchenette. There's like a wood fire stove. Not really a lot of electrical appliances because obviously you probably couldn't run power that much out here except for maybe the lights. But the thing is that you notice what looks to be a kettle that's sitting on top of the stove, and the fire itself even looks like it's still running in this stove, and it's weird how it's still running. And when you look at the kettle, you can see something bubbling in it, and that's, as you get closer to it, the smell just gets more and more intense. It almost looks like a tea from what you can tell that you can see sitting there in the pot.
I'd like to grab the teapot itself.
Hmm.
And is it warm?
It is very warm.
I'd like to see if there's like a glass that I can pour it into.
You can find probably a coffee mug or something that was clean, and you pour the tea into it. And just, yeah, it's that smell. It's very intense. It's very difficult. You both notice on the kitchen table.
Oh, I did not go into the kitchen.
Oh, sorry. You went into the kitchen, and as he's starting to pour this tea out, you look over at the table, and you see what looks to be like writings and some other things that look to be scribbled on pieces of paper. One thing that stands out the most is you see a piece of paper that has this drawn on it, this symbol at the bottom. And then as you look over the pieces of paper, you see it looks to be someone else's handwriting, what you would assume to be Burroughs' handwriting. And he starts writing more and more about a ritual. And the ritual itself goes into detail about how you have to drink this special tea/elixir, and you have to meditate up to an hour. And if you do such a thing, then you will be prepared to walk to the other side. I need you to give me a sanity roll, please.
41.
Okay. Please take 1 point of sanity for me, because this is unnerving. What are you doing with the tea?
I mean, I would just smell it for right now. You said that it smells awful. I mean, is there any way that I could just like probably deduce like what goes into it, into the tea, or?
You have natural world.
I do 17.
You can give me a roll.
38. Nope.
No, you have no idea. It's so bad. I'll say too, can you give me a constitution roll with you being this close to the tea and everything?
Constitution. Oh,
Yep.
Gosh. 3. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're fine. It's bad, but you're able to, muster it. You smelled some bad drugs.
Yeah.
So this is nothing compared to that. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk around the rest of the house, away from the smell. I've already seen the books in the living room about the mythos and stuff that I don't really care about, so I'm gonna explore.
You walk towards the only other part of the house that there is, and it just leads down a small hallway, and there's like maybe a bathroom, but then the other one leads into what looks to be the only bedroom house. It's wooden bed, mattress, and everything to it. It looks like only one side has ever been used. And even as you walk in, you see some pictures of Burroughs, as well as with what looks to be a woman that was probably his wife at one point. Can you give me a spot hidden roll, please, as you step into the bedroom?
3.
Okay, wow. Jeez, you guys rolled so well.
I can find things real good.
Yeah. As you step into the bedroom itself, you're looking at the bed. And as you're looking at the bed, you notice that there looks to be like a leather journal that's fallen, and it's sitting between the bedside table and the bed itself. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna read it.
Okay. You walk over and you pick up this journal. And at first, it looks to be the journal of Burroughs. And it's just normal journal, regular entries about how, they finally built this log cabin. They can kind of get away from it all from his wife. And then over time, the journal entries get a little more sad and somber as he starts to talk about his wife's cancer. How it's getting worse and worse every single day. And then eventually it led to her death. And then it gets more obsessive. He starts worrying about himself, his mortality. How could he last longer? And then he starts to explain his research and looking into mythology, looking into religious texts, trying to understand how he can outlast anything, until he gets to a point to where he has found something. He's found a clearing that's at least 5 or 6 miles away from the cabin itself. And you see this drawing, this map that he's made, and he labels this clearing as the other side. And he starts to write about this idea of possibly making a deal or a wish with an entity that he can't describe, but that he has seen a white tower that stands on top of a beautiful black rocky mountain, as if he's in a different world. I need you to give me sanity, please.
Um, 9.
Okay. You will take no damage.
Not
It's
even 1?
It's creepy.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I guess join the others and show them the book journal.
As that happens, you start to make your way over to them. What are you doing with the tea?
I'm just gonna leave it on the counter. I don't really know anything about this, and it smells terrible.
You start to see Kat walk into the room. Katie starts to walk in with this leather-bound journal in her hands.
Find anything interesting over there?
Yeah, he talks about mortality and mythos stuff, and this like clearing on the property, but a little bit far away, of like this tower, and I don't know. There's some stuff in there about his wife, and yeah, it's weird if you want to read it.
Yeah, I'll read through it. I can give it a cursory glance.
You read over it, and you read specifically the parts of this clearing where Burroughs believes that he can make a deal or a wish, and then he starts to talk about this ritual that you have to perform in order to travel to this other side.
Man, all of that sounds really good, but I'm gonna make a note of it because the tea's right over there. Does in the notebook itself doesn't have anything about the ritual?
Nope.
All right. I'm definitely interested in finding what that ritual is. Definitely interested.
You hear him start to mutter under his breath about a ritual as you look at the piece of papers that you were looking at on the table.
I mean, I don't know what's in that notebook, but I found these
you see what looks to be Burroughs' this ritual, and then you see this symbol drawn on the bottom of it, and it explains that this is a symbol you have to draw, actually carve into your hand with a knife. You have to drink the tea that is prepared and meditate up to an hour in the clearing in order to pass over to the other side.
Guys, this is crazy.
What?
That's like crossing into the other side, doing rituals and whatnot. This is crazy. But
No.
I pull out a small pocket knife that I had from Boy Scouts. I leave it closed on the kitchen counter. But we did feel a body that was warm to the touch. We're not saying it's... Maybe they wanted, eternal life or something. It comes with a monkey's paw or something like that. It has a drawback. Guys, I think if we are very, very articulate about this, this could be something. I know that this is scary. I know that this is a little much. But we made it this far right now. We can at least try to do this. I think we could. I think that this could be something here. I'm scared about this. I don't know what's on the other side. But if there's a way to make things right, then I think in my best interest, I should go down that path. What do you want? I want enough money to take me past all this stuff. Enough money I don't have to worry about anything anymore. What do you want? Do you want power? Do you want success? Do you want invisibility?
I
mean, this could be it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I trust this magic though. Like, we don't know what's on the other side. We don't know where it could take us.
I know, that's...
Well, what if it's a lot worse?
I feel like you're bridging a lot of gaps with like what you want to be the truth, but we don't necessarily know because this is like weird like science woo-woo magic stuff that like none of us know. Do you know
I don't
Latin?
Know. I don't know Latin.
Then
I didn't take that as an elective.
I've done a little bit of studying with like tarot and crystals and things like that. So I might call myself a Wiccan from time to time. So I'm like, I think there is something here, but I just, it scares me how dark this all is. I don't know. I worry what potential evil could be behind all of this.
I know. I really, truly understand. If I don't have this money tomorrow, then I'm good as dead anyways. So, I would like to pick up the knife, and I'd like to make an incision into my hand matching that symbol.
Okay. I will say you take 1 hit point because you're cutting into your skin. As he starts to do this, I need you both to roll sanity for me as you see him start to cut into his skin. Did you fail?
Big time.
Great.
96.
Okay. Did you pass your sanity? Okay. Yeah. So let me. Yeah, can you lose 3 points for me?
Yeah.
And we're definitely over that threshold, right?
Mhm.
Can you roll intelligence for me?
Yeah, 1 second. Intelligence. 99.
Okay, so you failed. You don't comprehend this, so it's not going to send you into a bout. But it's just disturbing as
Yeah.
you see your childhood friend start to cut into his own skin.
Can I try to like get the knife out of his hands so that he doesn't finish doing the full incision?
You can if you want to. How do you want to do it?
I'm gonna tackle you.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna need you to do is I'm gonna need you to roll fighting brawl.
Great.
Do you want to try to dodge? Or are you gonna try to fight back? What do you want to do?
I have the knife. I'm gonna try and fight back, dude.
How are you fighting back? Are you gonna stab her?
I would like to just make some swipes to say like I'm serious about this. If you come any closer, I am not responsible for what I do next.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Roll your dice.
Oh my god, it's 17 is that for knife? That would be 25.
Okay. So you succeeded. What did you roll?
I rolled a 30 and my brawl is 70.
Okay. Did you get under your middle number?
Yes.
Okay. That's gonna be better success. So you try to swipe with these warning swipes through her, but you manage to get underneath it and basically almost like double leg take him down to the ground.
Yeah.
Which knocks the knife from your hand, and you kind of have it partially in your hand, but it hurts.
Yeah. I think everything in me right now is to crawl towards that knife.
Okay.
I'd like to pick up the knife.
Okay. So let's do this. We'll do dexterity roll for you. I need you to give me dexterity as well too, but you're gonna take a penalty dice because you have somebody trying to hold you down on the ground.
22, so just regular success.
Roll your tens dice again for me and take the worst result.
That would be the 22. The other one was 2.
Okay, so you still succeed regardless. Okay.
I failed.
Okay, yeah.
Rad.
He's getting away.
Yeah.
He manages to get away easily. You grab the knife. You try to. You're just not able to. It's almost like he's possessed. Whatever this is that he believes is going to happen, he just gets up to it. For some reason, that voice is in your head again. And while they're not paying attention, you notice how you just gravitate over to the counter. And you start to grab a knife yourself, and you think to yourself, I mean, maybe I could finally get the acknowledgement I've always wanted. And you start to notice yourself cut the symbol into your hands. As you two are distracted, as you grab the knife again and you see him have the knife in his hand, you don't notice this.
Am I like still?
I would say you probably have him around the ankles. Like
Yeah.
you managed to
I'm
lurch
still, like,
out
grabbing
enough.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, you need to back off right now, please, as your friend. You need to stop this. I need to keep going. So you need to let go right now. I swear, Katie. This is going to be bad. And it's going to be worse for you.
What do you mean worse for me?
I would like to, like, not hit her, but do an intimidating swipe at her to make her back away.
As this happens, you finish cutting it into your hands, and almost in a possessive state, you walk over to the kettle and you take a mug and dip it into the tea, and you start to place your lips against it. As we cut back to you both, you're making these swipes. So how would you like to react to him making these swipes towards you?
I would like, because I have him by the ankles.
Yes, yeah, right now. And then he's kind of like above you, and he's kind of like swiping at you right now with this knife.
I would like to see if I could kick the knife out of your hands again.
Okay, so fighting brawl. Dodge.
Dodge.
Because I'm assuming you're trying to hold on to the knife still, right?
Yes.
Okay.
72.
Okay.
28.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kick. Knife flies. And as you see the knife fly away, you see Mandy finishing the glass of tea as you start to see her muttering under her own breath.
Oh, I just fall to the floor.
You see this as well, too. Your friend Mandy has now just consumed this tea.
What the hell are you doing?
Am I like, am I still aware of what's happening around me?
At that moment, you do,
Okay.
once they start to talk to you.
I just, I don't know. It just kind of came over me. It just called to me. I just really want to be free.
As you say that, all of a sudden, you feel your stomach start to pile up, and you just start to throw up in a almost projectile-like fashion, and it looks like as if it is food and blood, and everything seems to almost launch out of you at that moment. I need both of you to give me dodge rolls, please.
Please.
No.
35.
What's your dodge at?
37.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you managed to get yourself out of the way.
Yeah.
Because of where you're standing and you are, it just goes right into your face as all of this, it looks almost like a black bile erupting from her body as it just lurches over you.
I have no words.
And you stand there, and for some reason, you feel clean. You feel cleansed. And then you remember the paperwork of how the ritual describes. Now what you have to do is just go to the clearing and meditate, because you've been cleansed.
Do I know where the clearing is?
If you had looked at the journal, you'd seen this like crudely drawn map that would take you to there.
I grab the journal, and I just start walking.
You see your friends start to walk.
I would like to get in front of the door. Get in front of the door, and I just yell at her. Party in the USA. Party in the USA. What is happening?
Power roll, please.
77. I lose.
Okay. Almost as if, like, nothing you can do, very easily with one hand, she's able to move you as she just walks past you to the front door and opens it.
I would like to try the kettle. Is there anything left in the kettle?
Yeah, there's still plenty left.
Okay. Okay. Second way we can do this. We can both do the ritual to get her back. We can do that.
Why do I have to do the ritual?
Okay, you don't have to, but it would be
Good.
Okay. Will
What, you still want your money? Is that what you want to do the ritual for? And you want me to do the ritual to save her?
Yeah. That would be so great. It would be so great. Unless you got like, $50,000 you want to give me right now, and
No, you just tried to kill me with a knife, so...
I was trying to defend myself. Thank you very much.
Whatever.
I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish this, and tomorrow we're all gonna go I'll go my own separate ways, because it seems like we're just not that good of friends anymore. So I guess that's it. Thanks so much. Thanks for nothing. I'm gonna go carve into my flesh real quick. Be right back.
Cool, great. Have fun walking home.
Power roll, please. You finish the ritual. You finish cutting it into your hand, and you drink the tea. And as you drink the tea, immediately you run out to the front lawn, and you basically do the same thing. It's like a black bile that erupts from you.
Oh my god.
I fail.
Okay.
What?
Even after you watch him do this, you feel like you just can't be left alone. So you don't even notice it. You walk over to a knife. You cut the symbol in your hands. And a voice in your head tells you can finally be the actor you've always wanted to be. If you just do this one thing. And you walk over to the tea. You drink the tea. And you run outside right next to Danny and throw up as well, as you see Mandy at the edge of the forest start to walk in between the pines.
Question.
Yes.
Do we each get our own wish from the ritual?
From what you can comprehend, yes.
Okay, so it's not like a race.
Nope.
I guess we just go to the clearing for an hour to meditate, right?
Yep, that's
That seems like the next logical option.
I'll say that you start to walk into the woods itself, and I feel like you guys are going your own way. You are making your way through the woods, and as you continue to make your way through the woods, you feel a bit lost until you see Katie walk past you. And it's almost like they have like the journal with them, and they're following whatever path that they are following. You are following along as best as you can, but you're kind of losing track of them in various areas of it. Can you give me a spot hidden roll, please?
That is 25, exactly it.
Okay. As you're walking through the woods, all of a sudden you start to hear a voice. It sounds like a man's voice. And it sounds incessant and just talking over itself over and over again off to the right, as you can see your friends walking further and further between the pines.
I call out to the voice, just like, who is there?
Doesn't respond back.
I'm losing them behind, so I'm just jog to catch up with them.
You jog to catch up to him, and the voice seems to almost grow quieter and quieter.
I'm gonna go follow the voice. I hate this.
Okay.
Yep.
You go to follow the voice, and you go in between the pines. Like, you run off to try to catch up with your friends, but it's just something about this curiosity is killing you. And you walk back towards it, and you start to get closer and closer, and it gets louder and louder and louder of just, I finally had them back. I finally had them back. But what happened? What happened to them? As you come into this very small little area in the forest, you see what looks to be Dawson hunched over in the middle of the trees. His clothes look raggedy and torn, and he has a wild look in his eyes as he stands there with his head in his hands. And you start to see him basically scratching his face to the point to where you can see visible scratch marks that look as if it is drawing blood. I need you to give me a sanity roll, please. 5. Okay. I take 1 point from you, please. Yep. It's disturbing enough. You see this man talking to himself, and he just keeps saying it over again. It's Dawson, the funeral home director, is there sitting between the trees, clawing at his face, and he just goes, I just wanted them back. I just wanted them back. This is not what I asked for. I don't understand. What do you want to do?
I'd like to quietly move up towards him, just trying to avoid leaves and sticks.
Okay. I need a stealth check, please.
Oh boy.
If you're going to be stealthy about this.
Alrighty. 13 stealth. That is below 20.
Okay. You manage to literally almost to the point that you're like 2 feet away from him, and it's like he's not paying any mind to you. He just keeps talking to himself, and he just goes, Amanda and Sarah, I had them back. What did it do? I don't understand.
I try and grab him from behind and just ask him about the ritual and what he knows about it.
Okay. You grab this man and he just stare. What do you say to him exactly as you grab
Yeah.
him and you look him in the face?
What did I just drink?
I'm going to make a roll. He looks at you and he has a look of panic in his eyes as he looks at you, and he goes, you drank the tea? You cleansed yourself?
That's right, buddy. I did. Now you tell me exactly what is about to happen next.
You can pass over to the other side. As long as you do the meditation, you can reach the tower. And when you reach the tower, you'll be able to make your wish. You'll be able to get something you've wanted, but I don't know if you're ready for what comes next.
I think I just let this guy go.
And you see him, as you let him go, he just stares at you as he stands up and walks away, almost in a look of somber, as he walks in between the pines. And off in the distance, you start to see what looks to be a mother and daughter holding hands as they look on as Dawson starts to walk towards them. He looks up and sees them and begins to cry and run after them. I need you to give me a sanity roll, please.
71. That is not good enough.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting heavier. I need you to lose 3 for me, please. Let's see, you've 4 since the last time we've checked. Okay, we'll wait for one more.
I'd like to navigate myself back to my friends.
Okay, I need you to give me a tracker navigation because they're a good bit away from you.
All right. I'm gonna do navigate.
Okay.
That's a 5.
Okay, yeah. You're so disturbed by this that you run back and you start to notice their footpath as they wander more and more into the woods, and you follow along with them. What's going on with you two as you walk through the woods and the pines?
So,
What are you gonna wish for?
oh, I don't know. There's just stuff with my dad that, like, he wants me to be a business person, and, like, I don't really care about that stuff. I just want to be an actor, and, like, maybe I can just, like, get the courage to, I don't know, talk to him about it. Like, I have this, like, audition that is a really big deal, but, like, he doesn't want me to go to it. I don't know. What about you?
Mine. It's stupid. It doesn't matter.
What is it?
Where's your audition?
New York. Broadway.
Yeah. So if you were to get this part, does that mean you would move? You would leave?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how long the contract is, but maybe.
Do you ever plan on coming back?
I mean, yeah, I'll visit for holidays and stuff. I can't get rid of my family that easy, you know?
Yeah.
But what did you wish for? Tell me, I want to
It's-
know.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay, you literally cut a symbol into your hand. Like what?
Yeah, I was getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I
Of the
mean, me too. But I
mysticism.
told you my secret. Tell me yours.
No, it's let's just keep walking. Let's just get to this clearing. It's fine.
Okay, well, I don't think it's fair that you know everyone's shit, but you won't tell us yours.
It's not gonna change anything. So it's whatever.
What kind of wish can't change things?
It's hard. It's just not something that either of you would understand. So why would I even bother trying to explain it?
Well, you
So
don't-
it's stupid. Let's
Yeah,
just
I
can
mean,
we
you-
I want to let this go. I want to drop it.
You run up behind them as they're having this discussion.
So I saw something. Sorry, there was. I thought I saw a light or something. I went to go check it out. It wasn't anything. Are we getting close to the spot?
Yeah, I mean, we're, I don't know, 5 more minutes of walking.
Okay. Okay. Good. Wow. Crazy. It's like a roller coaster, you know? Just like the highs and the just keeps going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that I'm losing both of my friends tonight.
You're the one leaving for New York, so.
Well, because you aren't even going to tell me what's wrong.
It's nothing that's wrong. And just it doesn't matter. Again, and plus you're leaving, so it's whatever. It doesn't make a difference to you whether you know my shit or not.
So that's
what are you
you're-
laughing at?
That's what you're gonna wish for?
Why are you laughing?
Hey, you're free to make your own choices, same as you. But I think we should just keep walking. Impossible. Just let's be friends all one last time before we all go our separate ways.
You all reach the clearing finally as you look at the map and you realize this is the location in order for you to meditate. Who wants to meditate?
I do.
I do.
You see your 2 friends start to walk off in the clearing and they sit down and they start to do this meditation. What do you want to do?
Guess, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're already made their choices, so I guess I'll meditate too.
You start to meditate. And I need everyone to give me power rolls, please. As you sit in this meadow.
I have a 10.
Okay.
72 failed.
Okay.
21. Pass.
Okay. It's muddy. There's not a lot going on in your head as you sit there and meditate. You know you're doing it, but it's just kind of nothing's clear in your head. As you sit there, you start to see things and you start to see life events happening and past things. But in particular, for some reason, you remember that night a month ago where you were doing the drug run for Mr. Winters and you were driving a car down a country road. You knew the cops were at a gas station and you freaked out and you ran, thinking that they were behind you. You didn't see the other car. And as you sit there in your head, you have the still image of wife and daughter. You didn't see that they had veered off the road behind you as you ran and ran and ran until eventually crashing the car with all of the merchandise. You remember sitting back at the table with your mother again when she was talking about Danny. And you realize, as you sit there in your meditative state, you think back to everything you've seen, and you realize Danny's done far worse than just lose some drugs. He might have killed 2 people. But none of that's confirmed. And it is with that we will end the second episode of Too Close to Home. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to see you for this truly horrific finale. Bye-bye.